welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a tier list. Who would have thought? A tier list. I've compiled a tier list for Freddy vs Jason. This is going to be what I consider to be my ultimate face-off between the two franchises, and we will see where I would put each film. I've created this tier list here, as you can see on screen. The tiers are: this is some god tier shit, yeah, decent, it's okay, it's just bad, and the final, the worst tier is a dog pissing fire. So yeah, let's kick this off. I'm gonna go from left to right, and we can get on this shit. So right, so Jason X. With Jason X, I think I think it's, if I'm going to put it in, it's okay, because it's kind of dumb, but I think I kind of enjoy it from time to time. I don't think it's like the worst. I don't think it's the worst Friday film. I think it's just fine. I think it's got probably one of the best kills in the franchise. Next up, we got the Friday the 13th remake from 2009. Mate, it's got to go. This is some god tier shit. It's got to go up there. It's like one of my favourite slashers ever. It's like, it's epic. Does it go there? I mean, it's my favourite in the franchise, but it's like, is it god tier though? Yeah, it's god tier. It's got to be god tier. It's got to be god tier, guys. It's got to be. Right, next we've got Freddy vs Jason. Again, it's probably going to sit in the middle. It's going to be like, you know, it's going to be, it's okay. Because, again, it's okay. It's like not the worst. It's not the best. It's like in the middle. It's in the middle. It's okay. It's okay. Next up, we have Friday the 13th, the original. Which is going to go in the, yeah, decent, because I think it's decent. I think it's got great pacing. I think it's like just a really decent slasher film. So yeah, that's going to go in the, yeah, decent pile. Next up, we have Friday the 13th Part 2. That's going to go in god tier, because I think when you're talking about an all-rounder in terms of slasher films, this is one of my favourite, like, all-rounder. Everything is great about it. It's got great kills, it's got great characters. I think it's got the most likeable cast of characters in Friday the 13th Part 2. Next up is Friday the 13th Part 3. It's gonna go in the okay part, I think, because I thought it was a bit iffy. Next up is Friday the 13th, the final chapter. It's going to go in the, yeah, decent, because it's decent. I don't think it's as good as people say it is. I think it's decent, definitely decent. Next up, we have Friday the 13th Part 5. I'm going to put it in, it's just bad, because it is. I didn't like this film at all. I thought it was major lost potential. Friday the 13th Part 5 for me. Jason Lives, Friday the 13th Part 6 will be, this is some god tier shit, because it's yeah, one of the best in the franchise for me. I think it's fantastic sequel, and it fulfills the potential that Part 5 should have had. Friday the 13th Part 7 is going to go in the a dog pissing fire tier, because I just thought this film was utter shit, like utter shit. Yeah, just didn't care for anything in this film. I understand the MPAA kind of just like cut this film to pieces, but I still think that it's just shit. I don't see the extra footage, the extra kills could redeem this film. I just think it's utter dog shit. Jason Takes Manhattan. I'm going to put it in the okay spot, because I understand it's kind of a bad film, but I get a lot of entertainment out of this movie. I get a good time out of this film, so that's why it's it's going to be, it's just okay to me. Jason Goes to Hell, straight into a dog pissing fire list tier, because it's one of the worst films of all time, in my opinion. One of the worst films of all time. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, the first Nightmare on Elm Street, is God tier because it's epic. It's so good. It's just excellent. Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, will go in the it's just bad, because I think it's got a great look to the film, but I just think everything else is just, just uninspiring, and it tries to redo scenes from the original that just look worse. Just is not as good, in my opinion. Friday the 13th, not Friday the 13th, fucking hell, I keep getting confused. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. This is going to be an awkward one, because it kind of is like the black sheep of the franchise in terms of like the ideas it kind of presents. The ideas it presents is a bit strange. Where would I put this? Where would I put it? Where would I put it? I'm going to put it in. It's okay. Because it's okay. It's not like great, and it's not God tier. It's just okay. It's alright. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. God tier. Because it's epic. I love this film. It's fantastic. God tier for me, I think. This is some God tier shit. Definitely. Nightmare on Elm Street 4. It's gonna go where the tier, I inspired the tier from this film, a dog pissing fire. That's what happens in this movie. It's awful. Yeah, I hate this film. I generally hated Part 4, which is surprising to a lot of people. But yeah, I thought it was absolutely awful. Speaking about surprising a lot of people, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child. For me, it's decent. I really have a lot of fun with this movie. I think it's really dumb, it's really silly, it's really just entertaining as hell. The film has tons of energy, and it has just lots of fun for me. So yeah, that's where I would put that one. Put that one as decent. Freddy's Dead. Yeah, man, it's fucking a dog pissing fire again, isn't it? It's utter shit, like utter shite. So yeah, that's where that lies. And finally, we have Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where it's gonna go in the decent, because it's a good one. It's really good. So yeah, so we have, this is some God tier shit. We have Friday the 13th 2009 remake, Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives, The Nightmare on Elm Street, and Nightmare on Elm Street 3 The Dream Warriors. Yeah, decent is Friday the 13th, the 1980 original, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. The It's Okay tier is Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, Friday the 13th Part 3, Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. It's just bad is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, and the Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 remake. And the worst of the worst, a dog pissing fire tier, is Friday the 13th Part 7, whatever it's called, The New Blood, Jason Goes to Hell, and Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, what was Part 4 called? I forget. And finally, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. That is my tier ranking for the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise and the Friday the 13th franchise. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a random video that I fancy making. I've got a bad throat, I've got a cough, but who gives a fuck? Let's still start making videos. Let's still make videos. But yeah, man, quite even I think, these franchises. Yeah, I think yeah, like you can see on the list here, Friday the 13th has more films that I like in terms of god tier status, and they're kind of equal with the decent tier. They're Friday the 13th kind of tops out on its okay tier. They're kind of, you know, neck and neck in the it's just bad tier, and they are also even on the a dog piss and fire tier. So it is quite even, an even you know, an even kind of a tier list, a battle of tier. It is equal. As always, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, hit that like button. It really does help the channel grow. Seriously, really does help the channel, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more from me, smack that subscribe button, because we are on the quest to grow the channel and the community every fucking week. But as always, I have been Jason, and I am out. Blue and red, blue and red, blue and red.